morning, Pedro. I gotta go talk to JD now, so you stay safe. I'll be back. He said he lived behind my house somewhere. I should have asked where behind my house. Oh, fuck. Although, I think I can see it from here. That's a big house. Huh. Now, how do I... Oh, God. Fuck. Jeez. Why does it have to be across a freaking... Okay, good enough. Okay. JD? Hey, JD?
Whoa, hold on. Hold on. Ugh, okay.
You got cardboard cutouts on your back.
I do. Hold on, give me one moment. There we go. Sorry, I was tripping for a second.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
This your house?
Yeah, I built it. I realized that I needed to move it again since it was too far. But I'm pretty sure, like, need some lights up in a few areas, but I'm pretty sure no one's gonna
It's a little
realize. Yeah.
empty.
I built this I just finished building the exterior like before the
Got it.
debate. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm surprised I
Well,
even found the time to build this. I had to demolish the entire place and then rebuild it here. So
I mean, it's
I
nice.
yeah, I think it's in a better spot. It's very convenient at least.
Yeah, I can see it from my house.
Yeah. Anyways, what's up?
I wanted to walk and talk, you know? Figure
Yeah.
out some stuff, and with everything that's been going on and all of it, I just figured it'd be nice to have a conversation about everything that's been going
Yeah, we
on.
haven't. We kind of got split up after the whole debate. So, how have you been since then?
Oh
Like,
god.
yeah, it's a little bit of a
I'm so lucky that there's a shallow part here.
yeah.
I can't
Can you
swim.
not? Oh,
Yeah. I almost fell in multiple times on the
yeah.
way
I still
over.
need to make a bridge here.
Yeah, that would be
But
preferable. Because I
how do
almost
you?
drowned on my way to get to you.
I feel bad for the. I feel dirty from the debate. I feel like we. I don't know.
The debate sucked.
It did. It
That's
was
for
awful.
sure.
I mean, we won, but we won dirty. We really.
I already apologized to Jay about what I said.
Well, that's nice. I need to. I think I need to apologize. I was thinking, and if it comes to the election, I want I want to be on Jay's good side if he wins, in the slight chance he wins.
I want to
I
be
don't want it.
on
I
Jay's
want to be on
neutral
his.
side.
I want to be on his good side if he wins, but otherwise, I'm probably gonna. I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I feel.
What do you mean?
I've just been thinking a lot, and he, I don't know. We have to set some laws in place, and once we vote on those laws, I feel like Jay needs to be sentenced to something.
I mean, I
He
think
he can't just go scot free. He's done. I get that he's done right, and I'm glad that he's dealt with the whole Sharma situation, and I'm glad that he was able to think of that. But he's still taking actions without my permission, and it's just a whole thing.
I mean,
Like, and I want to work with him with this whole thing, and even it even if that means agreeing with certain things that I don't think is the best, unless it's just downright awful. If it doesn't hurt anyone, then I think it might be best to, you know. But I'm glad you settled things with Jay. Did you talk to Sai as well?
yeah, I talked to Sai as well.
That's good.
Um,
I
I
think it's best
also,
that we just stay neutral or even good with them,
yeah,
because I know they have the same ideas, but I feel like Jay's just not fit to run, and I feel like he just needs to spend some time in a cell. Honestly, I don't.
maybe not right now. Maybe
Not
later when things are
now.
less
Later.
hectic and awful, and
Yeah.
we figured out the
Of course.
Sharma stuff, and we figured out
That's
that
not
their
my
stuff.
priority right now.
Oh,
That my priority
speaking of
is.
Sharma stuff, I want to show you something at the town hall that I did.
Oh, okay.
I was talking. I mentioned during the debate I want to get people's testimonies on what happened and what they saw during all of the Sharma attacks and stuff. So I set up a little station where you can fill out a form and then drop it
Huh.
off. We can collect them, sift through them, pull out all the ones that have actually useful information,
Yeah.
and then pull them in for an interview to learn more about what they saw and what happened.
Yeah.
And that way we have everyone's point of view. I need to
Okay.
go around and make this more public. I just did this yesterday.
Do we think it? Do we think we need to make it like a mandatory thing to do? Like a quick mandatory thing? Just say where you were, what you were doing during it all. Like, and
Yeah.
if it's like private, then like you don't have to write it down. It's all gonna it's not gonna go public.
I put in here that each of these books has like a if you agree to fill out the form, you agree to further investigation and possible interview on the information stated.
Okay.
So people know what they're getting themselves
I
into.
feel like this is nice to let the people do it. I think at some point though we do have to, if we get nowhere, which I'm sure we'll have something at some point.
Yeah.
If we get nowhere, we might have to like during another meeting of some sort have them fill this out before they come in.
Yeah, but
And it's not
I
too
also
bad. Like if they don't want to fill it out, then I can talk to them, or you can talk to them.
had an idea regarding the town hall of, well, since Jayant is no longer a what's the big word? Government, whatever the fuck.
Constant,
Big word.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
I
used it
was
a lot. I don't.
I was thinking we could actually renovate this office area into a presidential
Yeah.
office and then actually have an archive back here of all of the stuff
Oh
and
wait,
actually use these
I
upstairs and
didn't even know
everything.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know we had an upstairs. I'm
I
not
was
gonna lie.
also thinking of building a basement for the more secure stuff, like all of the stuff we got from the Hell Tree and all of that stuff. It's in JN basement, which is somewhere that people
Yeah,
know about.
everyone
And
knows where that
everyone
is. They
knows it
can
and
mess with
everyone
it.
knows how to get in there, and I want to get
And
all that stuff out
now
of there.
that it's not a governmental building, they can just go down there. There's
Yep.
no laws stopping them unless Jay like can get a contract or
I mean,
something with
it's
them.
private property, so
It
technically, if Jay
is
doesn't want anybody down there, then he can try to get people arrested for
trespassing, but it's
that
not.
word.
It's not nearly as severe as
Yeah.
it used to be if
As
you went down
breaking
there.
into a government
Which I
building.
should have probably been harder when it came to that, but it was like everyone came down there at once. I can't just, arrest or fine all those people. I
Yeah.
kind of just have to let them off the hook with it. Just say, hey, this is a secret. You can't be down here. But yeah, I like
Yeah.
that idea. I think we should make the town hall of something because it's really
Because
just been JN.
yeah,
Like that's where
and
that's
this way there will be no bias on the government building, you know?
yeah, and I can definitely help out with that too if you really need it.
Yeah. I would actually like that. Also,
Yeah.
um we should talk to Ven at some point about what he thinks we should do with Evergreen and what he wants to have done with Evergreen. Because at the
Yeah,
debate, he
Ben
seemed
was
a
he
little.
he talked to me a little bit about it, and he thinks that I'm going in a good direction, but we have to actually. I'm gonna talk to Ben at some point about a full-on plan. I talked to him a
Yeah.
little bit
Because he
about
seemed a
the
little
debate.
iffy about whole on researching Skulk and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And I don't.
apparent. So the whole thing with Skulk is it's really contagious and it's really bad.
Yeah.
And
So does he want us just to like quarantine Evergreen so that we
I'll have to talk
can't
to him more
come
about it.
down there
All I do
anymore
know is that
or something?
I'm gonna have to talk to Sai a little bit about it, but apparently it's really dangerous, and if it spreads any way, it can be really bad. And apparently someone else, I forgot who he said, someone else has a load of it, and it's in like its
I mean, there
bad
has some
state.
of it.
Yeah, but I don't think theirs is as bad as he said. There was like a little thing that grows on them when they get really
Oh,
bad. I think it was MBS that he said like had all of it. Like MBS had loads of it or something. Like
got
enough
it.
to kill
Well,
like a
yeah,
country's worth. So
we
I
should
do,
chat with
yeah. We'll
MBS or
definitely
not
talk to,
MBS. Well, yeah, we need to talk to MBS eventually. Find him
yeah, that.
wherever the fuck he is.
For all I know, he ran off. He got, I don't know.
You wanna go sit in the guild?
Yeah. Actually, you guys were talking about a thing that you were doing in here the other day. It was
Oh
the during
yeah,
the
we have
whole thing.
a.
Oh,
Hey
yeah.
Asher.
Oh, hey, what are you doing back there?
Bartending.
Bartending.
Oh, so you guys left like a dead bone in here. How
I
long
don't.
has it been since you cleaned this place out?
I think
Has
Jay was the last one to get a drink
I
from
was
there.
about to say, has
Jesus.
Well,
it ever
no.
Yeah.
been?
Hopper had one yesterday.
Oh
Well, that's probably why.
yeah, JD.
We
This was
don't
the.
really have anyone running that. This is nice. I don't know why Jay would kick you out for this. You were here before closing, right?
Yeah, the place hadn't
Sure.
And
closed yet. The doors were still
this
unlocked. All
is
the lights were on.
fine. And technically speaking, with me being president, this doesn't belong to him. Like, does the guild doesn't belong to him, does it?
I don't think the knights are for Marigold, not for Jay. They're not the knights of Jayant. They're the knights of
Yeah,
Marigold.
Jay
So
doesn't have any like. Huh. Yeah, that's weird.
Garlic bread.
Yeah, I think this is
sure.
great. I don't.
I baked
Hmm,
it fresh
yeah,
this morning.
thank
Ooh,
you. Oh wait, I got yours. Here you go.
thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, I think this is nice. I think we make more memorials like these. I was talking to it with Puffer, I think, a little bit about on top of the explosions and stuff, we have to make little memorials. We made one for some people, but
I mean, as much as MBS doesn't
yeah.
deserve it, if it's true, you probably should still make one for him, considering.
Well, as
I
bad as
mean,
people are, death is still death. It's awful. It's an awful thing, and no one deserves to die unless like
eh,
it depends.
debatable, but
Well, I understand that you have situations with some people, but you know, it's still an awful thing, you know. Like, hmm. Well, yeah. You said you were bartending.
yep, someone has
Yeah,
to do it.
I mean, I guess there's not many people that drink here anymore, are there? Other than Puffer.
There's a few people. Getting into some of them. Ven came by earlier.
Um,
I told him to leave.
yeah.
Shouldn't be drinking.
Well, that's something I gotta talk to people about too. Is like, so actually, this is a perfect time. If you're really wanting to do this bartending stuff, I think you'd be a good fit.
I mean, yeah,
Because you
considering I
seem
wouldn't
to,
drink it.
you can. I feel like you've kind of owned up for what you did. I feel like the people have forgiven you for the most part. I mean, you haven't been killed on sight yet. I kind of dropped. I didn't even tell people I dropped that. They're just letting you walk around. So
If I don't hurt them, they don't hurt me. So,
yeah,
still, need to clean this place up. There's chicken bone.
yeah, uh, yeah. Well, I think this would be nice to like run this. I think you can moderate people decently when it comes to it. Hell, if Jay gets back into drinking, you can just fall and tell him
Tap
no.
them with the head with the shovel. No, 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 no,
Not
no, no,
that,
no,
not
no, no,
Okay.
no.
that.
Listen. Not murder. Just a little, like bonk
Okay.
them a little bit.
Only if it's
If
self-defense.
they get no. If
Which
Puffer gets a little bit too dang, I'll just give him a little tap on the head, like not even a hard
oh,
hit, just a boop.
just a wake up call.
Yep. Just like
Gotcha.
get up, leave.
Okay. Yeah, if you that I kind of also want this area to be more of a safe spot with the glowstone because I feel like if there's any place
But
that
you're
because I
making
know
that illegal.
only because I want to start using it for medicine and I know people will get really upset if I like outlaw it completely. But I'm not here's the rule that I want to come up with and YB I wanted to talk to you about this too is I want to try and make this a whole thing here where in the guild like you can do all that stuff because it's in the guild. If something goes down it can be stopped immediately. There's probably there's someone always on guard. For the most part, it looks like everyone's home right now. Well, yeah, we kind of need someone on guard, I
And plus,
guess. We don't.
Sharma's not here anymore, so we can actually use this place
Yeah,
as a conventional hangout spot
You
instead of.
actually bring it up
yeah. Dude,
legally.
I don't even think this place was meant to
Is
be
there
like
an
an
age for drinking here?
Uh,
Puffer's
not
17.
not written.
there really should be, though.
There really should be.
Maybe make Puffer wait one more year until he's
I
like
was
I
about to say
legally an
the
adult.
drinking age should at
I
least be 18.
yeah. It's not been a thing that's come across my mind. There's been so much going on. I need to still figure out. I don't even know where this prison that Sharma's at is.
I
Like
mean,
I
I
need to
mean,
go.
considering
If
I
it's
know where only one other prison is, there's a chance that they could be
I
there.
trust Sai with the whole situation. I just need to make sure it's safe.
yeah, also, the two of us should at least know where it is.
Yeah, that too. Jade didn't talk to us at all, and even with me being president or vice president, I still need to know. Like, which I'm glad that you came the other day to that. You really helped out with that. Thank you. But yeah, I think I think being a bartender here would fit you. I think it'd be nice.
Yeah, could be something. These lamps are out of tune though.
Do you need more
Yeah.
coal for that?
I'll get more.
Okay. Um. Well,
Just
back.
if it come, don't if someone becomes aggressive, try not to kill them. It's the one rule.
If
Don't
you
If
kill
they
kill.
don't
someone,
stab me, they
If you
don't stab
kill,
me, I don't stab them.
well, hear me out. If they start pulling swords, then try and get the other people to help you
Oh,
restrain
if they
them,
pull a
and
sword,
then
then that's fine. I don't care. If they stab me though, I'm gonna be
I
honest.
understand that. Just don't kill them. Like
I will
you
try.
can try to make it equal.
I will try.
reasonable
Unless you're
self-defense or whatever it
reasonable
is.
self-defense. I'm trying to make. I'm probably gonna make that a whole thing because I heard what happened with Jay, which I still need to talk to you about. That was a whole thing. Um, and I don't know how to go along with that honestly, but I think I don't think Jay should have done that much. I feel he enjoyed himself a little too much when it came to that. Well,
I feel like he enjoyed stabbing me when I broke into his house, but
well, yeah, but I mean, you did break into his house. I
I threatened
understand
to kill him.
that.
I'll say that.
I understand that too, but I don't think he should have just started swinging. You didn't. You threatened his life. You didn't do anything to like.
Oh no, I
You
didn't.
threatened his life, but you didn't. You like verbally said that you were. I don't know. It's a situation that I gotta. Think.
It's fine. Just drop that one at this point.
I can't keep dropping stuff though. That's the thing. If I keep dropping stuff, then people are gonna not want me
I mean,
elected. 'Cause
technically, if I don't charge files on him,
this
or
is
charge him
this
with
would be like a third thing I've dropped for you, Asher. If I do,
I mean, Asher has a point. If Asher doesn't press charges, then there's nothing that we can do.
forgive and forget.
yeah, that's
Considering
true. It
I don't
kind
wanna
of
be
was an
stabbed
equal
again.
scenario. Asher broke in, so Jay went overboard, and we don't have it written down yet, I guess. So it can't really be a whole thing. Not yet, at least. Yeah, as long
You know what?
if you
My
want
payment from Jay. I want a muffin from Jay. That is what I would like. A muffin.
I don't think Jay's gonna give you a muffin.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie.
Nah.
If you do
I'm
want to
just
press
joking around.
charges, I understand. We can make a whole case about it, though.
I am not known for pressing charges.
Understood. That just makes my job easier, I guess. But yeah, I guess you could be a bartender at the guild, and you can. And if you need to use weapons, don't use like giant axes or swords. Use what's like given to you at the guild. Nothing too insane. Don't kill people. Try and restrain them. Last thing you need to do. The last thing we need is someone to die here. Because after that, then I'm probably gonna have to remove you from this position, whether or not it's a whole thing. Because I'm gonna have to close down the bar.
Oh no, not the bar. At least it's fun here.
Well, you can move it elsewhere if you want to. Like you can start up your own bar elsewhere, but you get what I mean. We haven't gotten
Doesn't
to
know how to
that
produce
scenario,
wine.
so. Well, yeah. I
Well,
guess you can
you
work
know,
here.
Actually, JD, have a seat. I mean, YB, if you want to sit here for this too.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen, this is gonna be a strange thing considering, well, one of you.
Sorry, I couldn't see you.
You broke the plant!
No, I moved it.
I'm sorry, Fernando.
You named the plant?
I named all of them.
I'm so sorry.
I'm fucking with you.
Oh, okay.
What was up, Asher?
One, I feel like I'm seeing things, but okay. Anyways. I know it's not very popular for me to be very thoughtful of the knights, considering I have, degraded them on multiple accounts.
You have a little bit of a history, so.
That too. But I was thinking, and realistically, if you think about it, it does make sense. Because out of most of the people in Marigold, I am the one person who won't stop and most persistent. That I must be high or something. Puffer must have slipped me glowstone.
I don't know.
I don't know. You guys do know that there is back in Marigold. We told YB yesterday, me and Buffer.
Yeah, I meant to tell you that,
Really?
JD, on our way here. There have been multiple spottings of there.
But speaking of that,
You gotta get like a
I would like to
neighborhood walk
apply
or
to be
something.
part of the Knights. I know it's a very thing.
I think it's a good idea.
What?
I was
Hold
sitting here
on.
ready. I was going to make a whole speech.
I was
Hold
ready
on.
for you to have to make a whole speech.
Okay,
Okay,
hear me out.
I am.
Not yet. I think it's a good idea. Not yet. I think you need to redeem yourself just a bit more. I think you start off with this, the bartending in the guild. And then over time you can go train with them. And then at some point, you can just be a member. I think slowly but surely you can regain everyone's trust, and I think you'd be great as a knight. Like, I know you're really good at fighting, and you know your way around decently well. You're a good
mean,
navigator.
also, I could technically legally do something about there then.
Yeah, of course. Worst case, I'm probably just gonna have it to be if you see there, report him to his last sighting or whatever. Wait, so Wybie, have they with there? Are they like? Is he just walking around or
I mean,
More like stalking.
stalking? It. You can also get messages around decently well as a bartender. That's something
Yeah.
else, and that's good for a guild where people like to come around. Yeah.
I mean, I can also get information for you two.
So
Especially
try.
considering if Jay decides to do any fuckery, or, well, actually, really anyone.
Do bartending for a bit, and then you can start being a knight.
Alright.
Because I'm sure bartending will give you a bit of experience with it. Because there's going to be fights. There are going to be people who are just upright angry. I think you'll get a little experience for how to deal with certain situations the best way possible.
No, that's fair.
And again, do not kill
For an
anyone.
interview,
The
I
last thing you want to do in the worst case scenario is kill someone.
that is only if someone else is gonna be killed, I will step in.
Right.
Not
But
physically maybe
even
hurt them, but then just stand in front and make sure they don't get hurt.
all right. See, that's what I like to hear. Yeah, I think this is good. I think for now you're one of the lower ranks, but I think you are technically a part of the knights. I don't think you're high enough rank to go out and on adventures and stuff, but if you do see some form of crime, what was it like? Never mind. Sai told me it was a joke or something with some army or whatever they had back then. Yeah. I guess if you need to enforce the law in any way, do it right. And yeah, welcome to the Knights. I'll get.
Woo.
Oh,
I mean, I was expecting a whole ass
there
interview or
can't really make
something.
you a uniform. I'm sure we have spare uniforms elsewhere. I'll definitely find one for you.
So, like, there's no interview or anything? Like, you can easily do this?
Well,
Please tell me it was not this easy for, like, Koo, Ace, and Puffer. Because, like, if you're gonna trust anyone, I would not trust those three. As much as I
they've
love
also
them.
been knights for a while. They've also helped out a lot. So they haven't done anything big for them to, or at least for my no. Koo's a little iffy. Um, Again, I haven't had the chance to talk to any of them. I don't think I've talked to them very much. I've talked to Puffer a little bit, but that's about it. Not even about night stuff. I don't even know what he does on his off time. Or any of them do. But yeah,
I mean,
welcome.
Puffer gets high and then gets stabbed by Rain, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah,
It didn't happen in Marigold, so technically, legally, nothing can really be done.
yeah. I think this is also a good time because you could probably have a good input on this. We're gonna try to get, as I said before, we're gonna try to get the laws written down on like paper, like so people know what the laws are and how they are supposed to be followed. And I
Yeah.
know Psy's laws are similar to what we have, but I feel like they don't have a full thing. I'm trying to be peaceful with people. I don't want to be aggressive. It's a whole thing with the whole there and MBS situation. I feel like Sai had the right idea on what was supposed to happen. I just feel like it was executed poorly. He was freaking out too much, and he should have been a lot calmer in that situation. And I understand he was upset about what happened, but it ended up making their kind of run away.
Bring them to the guild. You can have a nice talk. I can serve you guys, and then I can sit over here and play with my fingers.
I mean, if you want, we can come to an agreement on what the laws should be and what they are.
I actually was gonna. I have a lot more things that I want to talk to you about.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, this is later. This is later.
Yeah, I
I
did want
don't
to.
even know where they are.
I do, and I did want to pull them into this conversation eventually, but Asher, I don't know if you should be here for that conversation.
I can serve you, and then I can walk out and do my own thing.
That might be for the best.
All right.
Jay had some ideas for some things that he ran by me, and I like the ideas that he has, and he wanted to run them by. Well, he wanted me to run them by you, but I honestly think it would be better if you heard them from him himself.
Yeah, I know. I think it'd be better. Because I know people sometimes misinterpret things, and it's happened before where someone's relayed info to me for like the first time ever, which I'm glad people are actually relaying information to me now.
Yeah, and
But it kind of gets misinterpreted sometimes, and it's said one way and it's meant to different, and things go haywire.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah, at some point I would love to hear from him what he has.
yeah. I think honestly I should probably go get them now. So
Okay.
Because a lot of the things that I want to bring up revolve around both of them and all of us and everything, so I honestly think it would be for the best if I just go get them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine.
You stay here. I'll be back.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, see you in a minute.
Bye. I just gotta go to hopefully they're at size thing, and if they're not, then okay. Wow. My game is lagging. Holy guacamole. Shy? Okay, I don't think he's here. So then maybe they're at the place behind this place. Am I being followed? No. Oh. Alright, follow the path. Through the trees.
Being honest.
If you talk to Meredith, maybe eventually you guys can figure out what you actually want to do. If she,
I would like, I would like to, but I don't know if Meredith. I still think half the town thinks I'm crazy for blowing up on them. You know.
Well, if you can at least talk to her and establish that you're like out here, maybe you guys can still continue. Or maybe she doesn't.
I would love to. I really like Meredith is so smart, so talented.
Oh, huh? Hey, Wybie.
Oh,
hi.
Hey.
How long were you just standing there?
I heard you guys talking about my sister, and then I just stood here.
Oh.
Nothing bad. Just
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just.
I
I
figured.
miss Meredith, if I'm being honest. I haven't talked to them in a bit. No.
Well, last time I saw her was, when JD kind of, asked me to leave. So
Yeah, well.
Oh.
So, is there something you need?
Yeah, I'm talking to Well, as I said yesterday, that I was gonna talk to JD, and now I am talking to JD, and I was gonna bring up your idea, Jay, but honestly, I think it would be best if he heard it from you,
perfect. Let's go talk to him.
and you should
Alright.
come too, Simon.
Oh yeah, I plan on it.
Okay. He
Also,
and I are going into this together. It might be best he hears it from both of us and not just,
Yeah.
me.
I'm warning you, when we get to the guild, Asher will be there.
Oh,
Why
why
is
is
Asher at the
Asher
guild?
there?
'Cause he's the bartender at the guild now.
What do you mean he's the bartender?
I mean,
the
he's
guild?
the bartender of the guild now.
Meaning he was hired?
Meaning he
And
was
he's given a job
hired.
there?
Yeah.
Who hired him?
Who do you think hired him?
That's why I asked the question. Who hired him?
JD.
JD. Today or like when did
Like
this happen?
5 minutes ago.
Oh my god. You know, letting somebody like Asher handle drinks that people drink is probably not the smartest idea.
Yeah.
Letting JD control whoever gets in and gets out of the nights is a tricky situation. Simon, you should at least be able to say something. Hollow, too.
What? About how JD has control over the nights overall?
That and the fact that nobody was informed, not even yourself, about Asher joining.
I mean, he just
Asher
joined literally
Wisp?
5 minutes ago. Well, not even joining the nights. He's just the bartender right now.
He's on
What do you
guild
mean?
property. That's worse enough.
I mean, he's allowed to be. Anybody's allowed to be on guild property. It's.
Okay, but we know who we're talking about. We're not beating around the bush here. JD could have at least, said no to Asher for the time being until he talked to someone like Simon, to Hollow, hell, to the other knights.
Okay, yeah, he
Like
could have done that, but
yourself?
Asher is allowed to be on guild property. Just anybody is.
Wait, I'm confused. What are we talking about here?
Asher's the bartender of the guild. That's what we're talking about. And
Oh.
Jay was saying that he shouldn't even be in the guild, and I was saying that anybody can go in the guild.
Well, yeah, I guess that's fair, but like I'm just more concerned about Asher handling the drinks, that's all.
Yeah.
I think there's bigger things to talk about, anyways.
I told him that when I come and get you guys that he should leave after, because he doesn't need to be here for this conversation.
Asher doesn't really need to be here for any political conversations that happen around Marigold, let's be honest.
So that's why
Him
he's
even
gonna
hearing
leave.
things is a liability. But anyway. What?
You're done.
I'm not the only person that saw that, right?
So what?
Something. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I saw something moving right past the fence.
Please fucking tell me you're not having a hallucination.
Hold on.
Both of you? What is happening? Can somebody tell me what they saw?
I don't know what I saw. I thought I saw someone. I don't think they're. I don't.
Someone, something. I don't know if I saw a
hello?
person.
There's a bird.
Hello.
What's
No.
wrong?
I don't think there's
There's
anyone.
no one here.
Okay.
Hold on. What's
I
Good
don't-
afternoon, JD. We thought we saw someone.
JD and YB are seeing things.
What?
J and YB are seeing things. My apologies.
Anyways.
Asher's just writing some things down. I'm just giving it a minute. Concentrate. Sai, you have your arm back, or looks like
It's still synthetic. It's just I
It-
made it to look like the real thing this time.
it looks nice.
Thanks. I put like way too much work into it.
Well, it looks realistic at least.
Yeah, trust me,
Um,
that wasn't the hard part. It was the
YB
tattoo.
YB told me you guys wanted to talk some things, and I also wanted to apologize for everything the other day. I kind of just want to drop the whole thing. I know it was kind of played dirty on both sides.
What do
we
you
kinda-
mean the YB?
The debate, the all of it. It's just
The debate was a huge waste of time. Everybody just went at each other's throats
Yeah.
anyway.
More
I
so,
feel
the
like the
debate
debate
is
shouldn't have even been held because we were all so at each other's throats in the first
I
place.
feel
It would have
like
just been a recipe for disaster.
and I feel like this is the first step on fixing that. I feel like us talking and agreeing, no yelling, no arguing, just trying to get to an agreement of some sort is the best thing we can do right now.
Well, that's what we're here for. Me and Jay have an interesting plan, and I'm hoping that we can talk about it here.
It's about what to do, Sharma, right? Or
more
Holo.
specifically the followers, but yes.
All right.
And we're hoping you
Yeah.
can hear us out on it.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not taking any credit. This is Jay's plan, so.
All
Thank
right.
you, Simon, but you have just as much to say as I do. But
So what's your whole plan? Also, before we start, at some point can I at least be let known where the prison is? I haven't been told where any of this is.
how do you not know where the prison is? MBS never showed you.
MBS, is it that prison? I thought you guys built a whole new one, like for Sharma specifically.
No,
You'd
it's
be
just
surprised how
right
big.
beside the training grounds.
Okay,
Or well,
well,
what used to be the training grounds. I guess
I'll have
it's
to
closed.
check that out later.
Right.
My
Well-
whole thing was I just wanted to be let known about things.
Well, here we are. We want to let you know
Yeah.
about something if you're willing to
Absolutely.
listen.
No, of course. Right ahead.
So, looking past all the ugliness of, me not telling you about, the moving of Sharma and what I want to do next with Sharma, Simon and I have come up with a plan as to what we can properly do. And with the help of YB, that's kind of why we got this council with you. I hope
Yeah.
you can understand how we, felt it was best we went through YB first. Because of the
I
debate.
understand, and I'm sorry for snapping at you the other day. I just needed.
I feel like everybody
Yeah.
was not in their best
No,
place.
especially after the whole incident, which. Yeah, it was
Even
just,
I would admit I was a bit hysterical, although I still stand by my point that somebody should have helped me hold him down, regardless
which I
of him
understand that
teleporting
point.
away.
I stand by my point too on how I feel like we should have gone with that more peacefully. But we'll talk about that later. The Sharma thing is more important right now.
Right.
So, as you know, Sharma's currently fine. I'm not exactly sure how I can really go about it now that MBS is out of the picture, supposedly. But Sharma, from what I last heard, was only fed the day before the election. Sorry, the debate. And, MBS was kind of in charge of that, and I'd be going in to see him whenever, it benefited me. Him being down there is going to be an issue because we still have to keep track of, him. With MBS
Right.
gone, somebody needs to look out after the prison, and specifically Sharma. And if
Right.
I'm assuming that nobody's seen MBS since
No.
there.
We even went to Asphodel where he lives. He wasn't there.
I don't know exactly what to think about MBS and what exactly he was wanted for. I just know how severe it was. But
it's
we cannot trust him. Should we find him, I think it's within your best interest, with the Knights as well, to find him and capture him. But to not put him in the prison, because he mentioned to me that he knows every in and out of the prison. So putting him there,
No, it's just it's letting him free, pretty much.
Sharma's cell is right beneath us.
I think we need to
His
just
old one.
make a cell specifically for MBS, and then
Well,
once
there's a vacant one right below us.
Yeah, we could just use Sharma's cell.
we could do that
This
too.
one's now vacant. Sharma
Of
now has
course,
his own
we'd have
designated
to.
one.
Keep in mind,
course- yeah, we'd have to
I
make him
also,
a
if we do find him, I don't want to scare him off. I want to try and gain his trust, and then we can peacefully take him in. And if
First,
worst
we
How
have
do
to
you
find him
gain his
and
trust?
see if he's even alive.
takes time, but that's what I was trying to do.
Time.
You just have to talk to people sometimes. You can't just immediately jump to trying to immediately take them in.
See,
I
but
just
Can I ask that about why Asher is apparently now here?
Yeah, I don't understand. What
So
you mean by this.
Asher was talking to me about the whole thing, and he wants to help with trying to find there, and with the whole outbreak of drugs and stuff. I feel like instead of full on banning the drugs and the alcohol and all that, I think Asher has proven to be good with limiting people on that. So for now, I'm just having Asher being a bartender here and making sure nothing bad happens.
Wouldn't it be
Alright.
best if you
Sorry, I
ran
was
that?
taking inventory. Would you guys like garlic bread and water? Because
I'm
we're out of
fine, thank
meat
you.
and stuff.
I'm fine.
No, thank you.
Wybie?
I'll pass.
Okay.
Thank you, though, Asher.
All right. I was told I should head out when this conversation is happening, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll wait
thanks for.
outside. I'll just be out
Yeah.
there.
I'm just. I feel the best thing to do is with Asher trying to be better, is to just be on his good side, gain his trust, don't do anything to make him resent anyone.
Why are we going into this with the knowledge that we have to just hope he doesn't go kill again?
Yeah, I agree. I don't understand why we should give him the chance to redeem himself when he's already made multiple reasons why we should do quite the opposite.
I understand that, but I
Might
want
I
to.
also add that we're not giving Jay much of a chance to redeem himself, and he's done arguably a
Well,
lot less
okay,
than Asher.
that's why that was the debate, and I want to drop all that. I feel like Jay should also be able to redeem himself. Same goes for Asher. I feel like if you've caused crime of some sort, you should be able to redeem it, unless like it's just
I
off.
don't know. I feel like the
It,
desertion and murder are two different crimes
again,
that
it's
should be held into two different
JD,
degrees.
if I may, think whatever you want of me. Whatever, going from back then on what I've done and then what I've done now, which, yes, is pretty bad once I was fighting with Asher. But I will gladly go to prison and serve a sentence as long as Asher does the same, if not a longer one.
It makes
What
sense
do you say
that
about
both of
that?
them are held accountable.
I
If you're a
understand.
president now and you want to uphold the law and you think that people can change through actual prison time and not just a week or two like Asher's had, you'd put both Asher and I in there for a month. Longer, even.
I understand that, and I'll get to that later. Right now, we're trying to discuss Sharma. What I did with Asher isn't gonna harm anyone for the time being. As you guys have been seeing, Asher isn't being violent. So for the time being, I'm trying to make him feel welcome. And so far, the town's gained he's gained the town's trust as well.
Okay,
For the most
that's
part.
that's very valid and all, but why do the rest of us, Marigold specifically, have to tuck our literal dicks between our legs and cluck, just hoping that Asher just, changes overnight and doesn't go killing his friends even? Because apparently he's killed his own friends too. And as far as I know, we're not his friends. Maybe YB is, maybe you are, JD, but
It takes time to see, and if he shows signs, then yeah, I'm taking him out. I've already told him that it's just bartending, Jay. It's
We're
not
not.
like
I don't think Jay's angry about the bartending. It's just that the whole morality of the situation doesn't make much sense in the first
and
place.
I understand that, but right now we're talking about Sharma, and we're getting
sorry,
off
but it's
track.
worth talking about. I can talk about Sharma if that's what you prefer. So, about Sharma. He still needs care. He
Right.
needs food, he needs water. He's just not
Of
leaving the
course.
cell. We
And
can't afford to get him
obviously,
out.
we also can't afford someone that we don't, trust to be doing stuff like that either. Now that MBS is completely out of the picture, which was
And
originally Sharma's caretaker.
yes,
Right.
and the fact that MBS knows everything about the prison, and if he ever wished to, he could let him out
He could. That's true. I think
if
we
he's
need.
alive.
I feel like we need to with Sharma. I think we need to just close down that prison, and I think we need to find a new area for Sharma to be, not in Marigold. I feel like this should be somewhere a little further away from Marigold, not too far, but a little bit away, and we build him a new cell, a new prison, somewhere that MBS has no ties to.
But then again, MBS could be watching us right now, because we all are aware. I think all of us are aware that MBS's favorite activity is watching
True.
people and collecting information. And
That's
MBS
true.
isn't, MBS isn't stupid. If MBS must know that we know that he knows about the prison, which means he must come with a conclusion that we are going to move Sharma to another one regardless. So he could be
Right.
watching us. So if that is the case, we would have to, I don't know, have somebody that has absolutely no ties to MBS whatsoever build the prison in secrecy, rather than him having the possibility of watching us while we go and do it.
I mean, I think we can find someone to do that. I can. I have an idea on where we can have a location for it. Don't want to say now, but I'm thinking of it, just in case he's around.
I mean, we could always have someone like Ven.
That's true.
Ven has
we
almost no
trust-
ties to MBS.
Do we trust
I-
Ben with building a place for Sharma?
We could just make it so that he doesn't know who it's for.
I don't
Or-
think either of us
I
know the
think-
guy well enough to trust him
No,
with such
I
a
don't think-
delicate object.
I don't think. Hold on. I don't think we need to be keeping secrets from Ben about it. I think we should let him know that it's a sell for Sharma, so he knows how to go through with it. I think Ven might be a good choice, but I'll have to talk to him about it. I plan on talking to him soon about Skulk stuff as well, which I do also
Well-
need to talk to you off the side about that.
Okay. I only bring it up because there's not a lot of people in Marigold that MBS doesn't know about, and
No,
the two
I
people
know.
from Evergreen have the least amount of ties to us up here.
Ven being
So-
the least, because I know Reigns had a few interactions with MBS.
Right, and that's the first
From
person
what
that
we
comes to
know.
mind.
Yeah, I think Ven might be a good pick. I'll have to talk to him again though. I'll have to see what his intentions are, if they're good, and I'll try and find a more secret area, to let him know of what's going on.
Well, that is, of course, if we actually do go through with this
Yes,
particular idea.
this is all going through with this idea.
And
But-
if you should go with this plan, when would you do that? Post-election? Or as soon as possible?
As soon as possible. I mean, I understand with the MBS situation just happening, he could be going right now to the prison. So I need to let this, which I doubt he's immediately going. He's probably planning first, but
I
or
mean,
if he's
yeah.
going at all, I feel like I'll talk to Ven later on today or tomorrow about it, and we can start building right away.
Well, luckily, I actually know how to actually open up the doors now. Same with Simon, with the prison. We know
Yeah,
how to get
right.
down there. So when we have time, we'll take you down there just to show you him if you
This
care
also
to actually
begs the
see
question
him.
of, do we move Sharma back here temporarily?
no, that would be even.
No, I think
Like I said, if MBS is watching us, him knowing that we moved him back, which we would not be able to move him in any other way but the bracelet.
if MBS is
Well-
watching us, he'll know that we're moving Sharma. He'll know when we're doing
If
it.
anything,
and
YB
Okay.
is right. Temporarily, maybe, but we'd have to have
What if
more
we,
security than we've ever had it.
What if we move someone who we dressed up to look like Sharma from the prison?
Hmm.
I mean, Sai,
No, I didn't think about that.
Like-
you kind of got the
Okay.
similar hair
Yeah.
to Sharma. If we put you in clothes that look like Sharma, have your head down the whole time, or like a cloak or some, like
you you were talking about in old world stuff like contacts. If you know how to
Uh,
make those, like we can make some to make your eyes look white, or you can just
Oh,
have your eyes closed.
my eyes can change color.
Oh, they can.
oh, well then
Oh,
we
I-
can just do that.
wait, are your eyes cybernetic too?
Yes, they are. I've
Oh,
mentioned that
That's
they
cool.
are.
I didn't know that.
That's
Hold
why
on,
I
I
was
think
able to
we're-
see through my hair.
I think we're getting a little ahead of
That makes
ourselves.
sense. Yeah, sorry.
MBS might not recognize Simon as Sharma, but we also are being watched, maybe even more than MBS, by the followers themselves. They know Sharma the most. I'm sure that they could look at Simon and
Yeah.
distinguish whether or not that's him or not.
That's true,
MBS
but then again, if
might
that's the
not
case,
even
then
be
they would
the
know where
Plus, there's a
Sherman is
clear
now.
height difference, and the guy's a bit more slim now because of 6 months worth in prison on
Right.
only bread, right? So
It would be a huge risk. While a clever idea, then that also begs the question: does MBS even have intentions of letting Sharma out? Of
That's
course, we
true.
can't take that risk, but
He
then again, if you think back to the debate, he wasn't hostile until there showed the proof that he was a murderer. That was only
Right.
when he dropped
if
the act.
MBS is actually alive and walking around Marigold or wherever the hell he likes to walk around, we have to be constantly thinking about what does it take for him to actually go out
not
and free
just that.
Sharma?
Same thing goes for them. If they know that MBS is not around, they know the prison's unprotected. The followers could be planning on attacking the prison and taking Sharma, knowing that no one's watching it.
And there's also a couple more points to put out, like the fact that we don't know if MBS may actually be working with the cultists, as well as we don't know if Rob has ties to this at all, being as he was a political candidate with MBS.
Right.
We
And
might
like I
actually
said,
have to send
Rob-
people to Sandrosa.
I think we have to go find Rob. Rob was there for the vice president segment. He left during the intermission. He wasn't even there to see MBS throw him under the literal bus and say that he was mentally unstable. I think we might have a clue to finding MBS if we talk to Rob. If he's here in Marigold
Probably.
or if he's in San Jose.
So, what's the first step to this? Trying to find MBS?
The
And-
first
Rob.
step,
Or hold on. How about I'll get back to you, Sai. Sorry.
no problem.
How about we kind of split up? Me and YB talk to Ven about building this new prison, while you guys try and go find MBS or find clues.
I think we
No.
should start with Rob.
Yeah, me and
Better.
Jay could track down Rob
Yeah,
first
well,
things first.
that whole thing, yeah. You guys go talk to Rob, and I'll go talk to me and YB can go talk to Ven, and we can kind
can-
of
Yeah,
can work on this.
we can me and Jay, tell you what, I'll send you to Santa Rosa, and I'll look around Marigold.
Okay, I can do that.
That way, if we were to contact Rob, we'd be able to keep him from going to another place. Like, let's say not only MBS is a murderer, but so is Rob out of nowhere. Then that would mean he most likely has access to this teleportation that MBS has, which, if I'm thinking, maybe the only place, one of the places he would teleport to get away from me if I found him in Marigold would be Sandrosa, and then Jay would already be
Yeah.
there. It's just a risk factor. That's all.
Yeah.
It does make the most sense. I like this idea. If
Yeah,
you two
I
can
think-
talk to the mayor of New Evergreen, and then Simon handles down here. And
I
then
think we set aside our differences for a bit and we start working together with this. I think
I
that's
think
the
this takes
overall-
utmost
Yeah,
importance
think-
over any political shit. to begin with.
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
However, I do want to also, point all of our fingers in the direction of the followers specifically. That's one of the plans I
That
wanted
too.
to talk to you about.
I feel like the followers are the most important right now, but with the protection of Sharma being, or with Sharma being vulnerable to take right now, I feel like that's also high priority. I feel like both are equally high priority, and we need to work on both at the same time.
I need
Do
your
we-
consideration for a plan. And if you want us to
On-
work best well together, I think, if you could hear me out.
What's the plan?
We have the Knights of Marigold. Regardless of what we think of them, they are peacekeepers. They, as much as we can sit here and discuss how much of, an actual importance or how, maybe, looked at as not as important to certain people that want to do bad things. Anyway, the point is that we have the Knights. I think we could use them to helping figure out who's even a part of the followers, how many there are, and where they are.
It's not even a
this to
matter of
Simon.
power.
Yes, I've explained that to Simon, that I think the best way to do that would be to send in an agent, specifically a knight that we can trust, to go in and act as if they're trying to establish contact with the followers, to quote-unquote switch sides, if you will. It has to be someone we can trust and someone we know that isn't
we-
around too much, that we
Wait,
can
so
send.
are we sending someone to convince them to change their ways?
I'm
No, we're
hoping
sending
we can.
someone to gather information.
Yes, we're
Okay.
hoping to have an agent go into the followers and hopefully maybe be a part of them.
All we need to know is how many they have. That is the first thing that comes to mind. And if we can get them into the bigger ranks, then we hopefully get an idea of their numbers. We can make a plan accordingly.
What happens if they're found out though? Like
That's the
if-
issue. That's the liability. That's what I
We
need you to
can't let them
consider.
find out. We can't put somebody like that in risk, so we have to consider every single angle possible.
The followers are no dummies, and based on what everyone's told me about what you've been dealing with while I was absent, was that they are very well planned. They're
Yeah,
smart.
very.
They know how to do things. So what I'm suggesting is literal. We'd have to get this agent to literally be a part of the followers. Get them
They
to
need to be
convince
convinced.
the followers, and I hate to say it, maybe come back here and blow something up.
True.
We have to be willing to think about whatever the followers could force this person.
Hold on, give me a minute. We're talking about putting.
I know how it sounds,
I
but realistically, what other choice do we have? It's the only way we can actually figure out who's a part of this.
think I agree with you with this one.
I think we should send Ku.
Hold on. I think Ku might be our second best bet right now.
Who
I
would
feel
you
like-
presume over Ku?
I think if we're able to find MBS, and if we're able to find MBS, and we're able to convince him, if we're able to find MBS
No.
and we're able to get his trust back,
I think
MBS is off the table.
both of those options are completely unreliable people.
Ku is too much of a presence. Despite even living outside of Marigold, I just know that the followers
Also-
know of
Ku
him.
also is having a whole moment.
yeah, that too. Ku's also been.
We
in
cannot
and out
trust
of-
That
his
is
mental state
exactly why I think Ku would be a perfect pick, because of all the people, Ku might actually be able to convince themselves that they are truly a part of them.
Okay, and then
That
what
way
happens
we
if
would-
Ku accidentally ends up and what if they manage to convince Ku to actually join their ranks and then they have another person on them?
That's what I'm
That's-
hoping for. I'm hoping that they would actually join them, so it's
What
absolutely
do-
the most convincing. My plan is, hear me out. My plan is to send him in there thinking that he is just going to play a part. Eventually, maybe he gets convinced to actually join them. My idea is that we place tracking on him. I know where he is at all times.
Wire, like wire.
Not wiretap. I'm talking legit implant tracking device. I have a blueprint.
Okay.
This sounds overly convoluted, but think about it. If he does in fact come back to actually enact violence, we would know where he is and be able to capture him before he actually does anything. Then we
This
can get
cannot
the
be
information we
discovered
need.
at all. You would have
No,
to
of
hide it
course.
so well that these people can just pick pieces of him off of.
But you
whoever
have
we
to
send.
understand the only real chance we have at this is having them convinced 100% that he wants to be a part of them. And what better way to
what
do
I-
that
what I'm
than
saying
have
is
someone
that
do it?
what if they get, suspicious? Are they going to hurt whoever we send in there? Then we're
Yes.
looked at terribly. I know
Yeah.
what we have to think of, but I'm just saying, these people are not going to mess around.
Yeah.
Right.
If they're even,
I don't
if they're
want to
even
put
people.
anybody in danger. If I had a say in this plan wouldn't even be considered. But
Sorry,
we're
give me-
running out of
give me-
options and time.
Give me one moment. I'll be right back.
I know the idea sounds stupid. Having one of the people that we want to be trustworthy join the opposite side. It is frankly dumb even for me. But we're running out of time and options, and we don't have a lot of people to use otherwise.
If
I
I'm being
think of-
honest, I think we need a knight who's been here longer than most knights. Longer than Puffer, longer than Asadoni, longer than Ku.
And we can't send Ku in there. I don't
I don't think we
trust
can send Ku in there.
the fact
Okay.
Ku has had
that's
too
fine.
many changes in how they've acted and who they are and everything like that. Too much has
That's
been
fine.
going on with them.
You know what? I didn't even want to send Ku. It was just I'm trying to think of any possible option that leads to the least amount of chance of being caught. If you guys have a better idea, I'm welcome to hear it.
You know who I think?
What?
I have 3 names. Well, maybe actually 2. Sam or Richie.
What? They're the leaders.
I don't know. I still don't think they've been around much for the followers to really consider them as, threats the way they would look at the three of us. JD, too.
I also kind of forgot that Richie is a part of the Knights.
Really?
Exactly.
Yeah, I barely see them around.
They're
Richie
always knee-deep
Richie
in
manages the
paperwork.
guild. Sam is always scouting. Sam and I, did talk prior to the debate. Sam is, doing some of his own stuff. So he may not even be well, I don't want to say trustable, but trustworthy. But if he's out there, the followers could easily see him, rummaging about whatever he's doing. If it's someone like Richie, however, people may
I
not
don't
see
know.
him as the type to, stick around here. Maybe,
You know what? If you guys think that's a much better idea, I'm all for it. This is your guys' plan. I'm just trying to think of.
No, you're here
Every
sitting at the
possible step.
table. You get to comment. You get to, criticize what any of us say. I'm just throwing names out there. Of course, we
Well-
still have to convince either or whoever we can manage to, wrap up into this mess that, could cost them a life.
Personally, I think the only realistic option here is to send someone in to legit be a part of them, someone that does have a chance of betraying us. It has to be somebody who they can absolutely convince they're not there for information. These guys are not.
Besides
stupid.
Ku, who comes to mind? Ku is not.
Asher.
You want to send Asher to become part of the followers?
I don't want to send Asher to become part of the followers. Of course not. Like
That's
I said,
probably
I'm
what's
not
going
that
to happen.
dumb.
Sorry about that.
Okay,
I
but if
thought I saw something.
if we send Asher in there, there's the possibility that Asher starts teaming up with the frickin' followers,
Asher?
and
I don't trust that at all. I don't even want to hear his name
Hold
in
on.
this
I would
conversation.
much rather throw
Yeah,
Richie. I
hold
would
on.
much rather put Richie in there.
I
JD?
would rather not
Hold on,
risk
wait,
someone's
what?
life who can't keep up the charade. That is all I'm
Sorry.
saying.
We've been still talking, JD, while you were gone.
No, you're fine.
But we're
Have we
talking
come
people.
to
What?
who have you decided?
Well, no, we're just throwing names out into the bowl.
Okay.
I don't think Asher is at all fit to do anything like that. We cannot trust
I
that.
don't-
I
I
don't even want his name in that.
I can understand that.
I
yeah,
feel like you guys
I-
don't understand the situation we're being put in here. We don't have the
Simon.
luxury of trusting anyone. That's not something we have. Either we put somebody we do trust who would not betray us and risk them losing their lives because they lose the charade.
You're talking
Or
as if
we put-
Asher's with us.
No, I'm not. You misunderstand me. I would
Well,
much
no,
rather not
because-
do this at all.
I don't see
Like
another. I don't see another way around it. We need to find out who they are, how many there are, and this is the best way to do it. Point
I
blank.
agree, but I don't want to put anyone in danger, especially somebody as important as Richie or
No, of
especially
course,
Sam.
not Richie or Sam. Both
And
of them
if
are.
they can't keep up the charade, they're
both-
good as dead.
Both of them are big investigators with this whole situation, especially Sam.
Sam, I did mention the name, but upon more, thinking about it, he also has been doing his own thing, and I know he's been around rummaging around the outskirts of Marigold. So there's a good chance the followers already know who he is completely.
I think
I suggest Richie because he's usually cooped up in here, or he's not really around. He does his
And I
patrols.
agree with
That's about
that.
it.
I
He's
honestly
still-
do. That is a smart choice. It's just I
Richie-
don't want to put Richie's life in line. What if he can't
Richie
keep up the
is
charade?
also one of the most original members of the Knights, and despite me not even talking to him much or seeing him like once since I've been back, was enough for me to consider him an option. We have to risk that something could happen to him, but we also have to consider the possibility of something good coming out of this. He lures out the followers. We find out who exactly is behind all this. That's our best bet, and I want you all to really consider Richie as a candidate. I hate even talking about it, but someone has to. Someone
Then
has to
there's the
suggest
old
it.
problem of Richie not even wanting to go through with it in the first place, and then what? What do we
Yeah,
do
Maybe
then?
that's
figure out someone else.
yeah.
Richie is the best pick right now.
And if Richie
Yeah,
Okay,
but
says
if
no,
Richie
find him
no,
and
doesn't want to
talk to
do
him.
it,
then we
He's
come back
candidate-
here and just brainstorm again.
we're
I wanna
running out
say-
of people. I mean, if
wanna
it has
say
to
we
be an idiot.
ask for someone to volunteer, but I know Asher's gonna be like, "I'll do it," and I don't want Asher to be.
I think we should ask Richie. If Richie says no, we come back here and we broaden our choices.
Okay.
Respectfully, Asher's at the bottom of the list. I have
Asher
to say.
is Asher's at the bottom of the list. As much as I'm trying to regain trust for him, I don't think he's got that much.
If you
Ku
guys say
is
so.
Ku is mentally unstable, and
Ku's mentally
I
unstable.
I would still
MBS
send in
and
Ku
Asher
over
both
Asher.
out of the off the. See, but he could. I don't know. He was.
Like I said, like I keep saying, it's not a matter of me wanting to send in these untrustworthy people. In fact, even if it was Asher, I wouldn't want him to get discovered. All I'm saying is that we use them actually joining their ranks as our advantage. That's all. We could do so much if they don't believe that they're actually against them. If we use Richie, there's always the possibility of him saying something that they don't believe, and then they immediately kill him for treason. I feel like the easiest way to 100% make certain that they won't kill the person we send in is for them to actually legit join them. That's all I'm saying.
Of course, yeah, but I don't know.
Yes, it's of course it's super risky.
It's
It's pretty
super
stupid.
risky, but it's also the only thing we have right now.
That's what I'm saying. We don't.
And we don't have
I
time to
believe.
with anything else.
I don't even
Thank
know.
you.
I don't know if Asher would even want to
I
join
Me
the
neither.
followers.
I
I mean,
hate
his entire
it
thing
is
is
a possible
helping
death sentence.
Marigold. He
I
doesn't.
know, and it would
No,
put their.
Asher's best interest is whatever benefits him and people who blindly follow him. Like
Okay,
we're not looking past that.
Webby, I'm sorry. What about Meredith?
Meredith.
No,
is a good
Meredith has killed some of them before.
pick. Oh, true.
She was
That-
hunted
yes.
down by them. They know her.
Okay.
That yeah.
So okay, fine. Ku is mentally unstable, and Asher is too untrustworthy. What about Moss?
Moss is
Asher
an
wouldn't
unneg.
let that. Asher
I-
wouldn't do that.
But
let
Moss
that-
doesn't have ties with anyone basically except for Asher.
True. But I doubt Asher would let that even happen. Asher would cause war before.
Can
that
the
even
four of us
happened.
look at Moss as a viable option to send towards the literal lines? Then I don't know if that's an option.
I don't think
Moss
so.
is too chaotic for that.
I
don't
don't
think
think
that works.
anyone that we choose is an option personally, but we have to make a choice.
Hey, raising
What
my
about-
hand here, Richie.
Okay,
Again,
I still don't get
Richie's
it.
on the list. We're gonna ask him at some point. We're just coming up with a list.
I think he's the
as we
first up
go.
on the list.
He's first.
Okay,
The guy's
tell
not
you what.
around.
We come up with a list. We ask until we find someone who's willing to do it. We go down the
Okay,
list. Richie's number
so-
one right now. How about
Yeah.
Puffer?
No, not Puffer.
You want to send a miner in?
That's stupid.
Puffer's too new, and I don't know.
Again,
He's also
I think
a literal child. So
our only two options is to send somebody to play charade or send somebody to actually join.
What about Ben?
Who's gonna be
Ben?
building the? Well,
mm,
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's possible he has absolutely zero ties to Marigold, and maybe they could give him probable cause to hate us.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay, tell you what, so I can have a compromise. It doesn't matter who you guys pick, I'm putting a tracking device in them.
Okay.
listen, there are three people we can utterly not pick from. People that we know we cannot trust.
We can't
Asher
pick.
Wisp,
We can't
Jeppel,
pick.
and Meredith.
Yeah.
Meredith and Jeppel were both hunted down. They are clear targets. They may even be more targets than Sharma or even some of us here at this table. What if it's really not Richie that we can go with? What about someone like Lucky?
Lucky is
I don't know.
shy, not radical at all.
We need someone who's more talkative. Someone who can actually like get along with the people.
I
that-
still
Not
think-
talkative.
Well, you know
But-
what I mean. Like someone who can fit in well. Someone who's quiet and to themselves isn't gonna. They're. I don't think they're gonna fit in very well with them.
I don't know. Listen, I'm all out of ideas. I'm not gonna just blindly throw somebody that we can or can't trust into literal depths of danger. I'm going to take every possible security measure that I can make, no matter who we choose.
I say, for now, we just ask Richie. And if Richie says no, we come back and we do this again. But right now, I'm
Yeah.
getting a headache from going around in circles and throwing out names.
True.
If you guys genuinely think Richie would be a good pick, then I'm not against you.
I think Richie could handle it.
I'd just rather not risk Richie's life like that.
Yeah,
If
I don't
mean,
think we have any other options. And the other options we do have aren't good. None of the options we have are good. Richie's just the best out of all of it. Hell, if I wasn't number one victim, I would go myself, or number one target.
I don't know. I really don't I don't want to argue. I just do believe that sending in someone who wants to be there would actually be the best option.
I know, and I'm not gonna make Richie. I don't want to make Richie do this if he doesn't want to. But
Guess we'll see.
I really
think-
hope.
I think that's the first person we talk to, and if Richie really doesn't want to be a part of it, or if we can even find the guy, then we can start moving down the list. But there's 3 people I'm saying no to.
No, I know, and well, none of us really either. Unless
There's no way any of us are getting in there.
Well,
Well,
I don't
besides
know.
JD and I, Simon
Yeah.
and YB, you two would have to do some real good convincing.
well,
if you
YB's
guys are
also
to
been
go in there.
targeted by them.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I's the only
Convincing,
one that
because at that
hasn't,
point
so-
they know who YB is. I'm just saying, like
True.
Simon too.
Guys,
But
guys,
maybe
guys, guys,
Boston's
There's
team.
out here. There is right there.
What?
He's right here.
Hold
He's-
on.
JD. You see him, right?
Hey.
What?
There.
Wait.
Hold on.
what the?
Jesus Christ, how do I not have an Interpol this particular time?
Why did he?
That's why.
Did he go through my house?
I'm
No,
gonna
he
try
went on the
and-
back.
He
I
did
think.
when, this is what he did when me and Puffer were chasing after him.
What?
How's he just around like that?
I don't know.
He's got access to Ender Pearls and the mass.
I thought I was seeing something. Then he hit me, and I was confused.
I don't see him.
I think we lost him.
Fuck. God damn it.
I hate that he's just toying with us like that.
Okay.
What he
at this
did was
point-
he sent a teleport that way, and I
there.
looked that way, and then he was already over there.
Where?
Can you? Okay, no, wait, hold on, wait. By the fucking tower.
What tower?
Where?
Mojave?
Wait, all the way
Mojave
over that tower?
Yeah.
Is he up there?
No, he fucking. I don't know where he went.
Well, we know that there has been watching us. That's just great.
Yeah, another man who watches. Yeah, exactly what we need.
We need to find a better area to talk about this stuff. I feel like the. Hold on. Where are you at, YB? I think. I
Credit
think
where
we lost
credit's due. Thank you, Asher, for at least letting us know.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. I wasn't gonna let him get away. I thought he was.
Do you
I
think?
was seeing
Do you think
things.
that's who we've been seeing the whole time?
Yep.
I doubt it.
I swore.
It
I
would
saw-
be
No, I
pretty
saw
fucking
something
bold.
walking on the stairs going up to the guild. It could
Do you
have
think
been
that
him.
was
I don't-
there?
I
Do
also
you think
yeah.
he's actually that ballsy enough to go up into the place that we were all in?
I mean,
I-
did you
I
not just
think-
see him in front of the
I
doors?
think.
I mean,
I
he had-
think there's.
He's
I think at this
toying.
point there's running from us at this point, and that's resisting arrest and all.
No, what
other
he's
shit.
doing is toying with us. The way he
That
set
too.
all that up.
He's setting stuff up. I think there's just a warrant out for his arrest at this point. There's no questioning. Just if someone sees him, he's to be placed under arrest.
You're the person to do that, JD. We
That's
look to
my
you to do
call.
that.
That's my
Guys,
call.
there's villagers here.
They're
Villagers.
just they're
Yeah,
just
I know.
bystanders, I guess.
Dude, these guys get dealt with on the daily. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. They think this is a small village, but it's
Where do
not.
YB go?
YB?
I'm by Shai's house.
Oh.
Sorry.
So, an idea for this, a good compromise. YB's thinking of expand. I don't know if YB's
Well,
told
don't
you.
say anything.
Yeah,
there
I
could
don't
still
know.
be watching.
You guys are right
Yeah.
out in the open.
Okay, could we go back and find somewhere else to talk? I don't know.
Here, follow me, YB. I think you know the area we're talking about.
Does that mean I can go back to my bar?
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Asher, for telling us. You can go get that all set up how you want. Just make sure it's
I have a
regulated.
place that nobody knows about that we could talk.
What?
There's only
Besides,
one
the
person who
people-
knows about it.
Okay. I mean, we can go.
Follow me.
What is there more to talk about regardless?
Well, hold on. We might want to be secretive with this, so
Just watch your bags. I'm hoping that it's enclosed. That way
It is.
we can watch the entrance.
It is.
we gotta set up security systems in multiple areas.
Good. This is someplace that only... What? Azazel used to know about it. Lucky knows about it. That's it. Citrus knows about it because it's in our house. Come on in.
Man, I feel way more energetic when I'm at your house.
Yeah. Go ahead and close the
Oh, Jesus.
door.
I got
And
it.
then come onto the second floor.
Oh
Second-
shoot!
Alright, stand here and just walk at the wall.
What the what?
And then just go down.
Okay. I don't know if this is.
I think I'm actually just gonna stand guard out here.
Well, now I lost you all. Oh, where?
Are you in my house?
Yes.
Did you go in?
What?
We're on the
I'm on
second
the
floor.
bottom floor with all your chests.
No, come
No,
up.
we're in the
up
second floor.
Second floor.
Oh.
Come here. I stand right here and walk forward against that wall.
I think
You guys are willing. You guys are
Please come
welcome to
in
continue the
with us.
conversation. Why? I have to make sure that there isn't listening in on us.
Okay, nobody's
I
in
don't
my
think you
house.
followed us or not.
You don't
Plus,
know that.
we can hear. This is way, way, way down. It goes down for a bit. Nobody
Whoa,
can hear us
okay.
down there, and we can hear this open. Come on.
Alright,
Can
fine.
I
if you
just
say
be the
so.
one to suggest the idea that, like the followers there is also probably capable of having
What is
invisibilities?
this?
Oh yeah, there might be some. Just ignore this stuff. Yeah, just ignore some of the stuff that's down there. Oh, whoa. Okay, yeah, that's one way to get me
So
down there.
that's how that works.
That is the
Yeah.
stasis chamber.
That's a stasis. Okay.
That's
yeah.
what I thought.
So what? You
Never seen
throw a
one before.
pearl and it just sits there?
Yeah, you throw a pearl and it just sits there forever. And then
Sorry,
And
that
I'm-
So
felt
you-
like the best
so
thing
you-
to do. I wanted to see one happen live.
yeah, I can.
So you
hold on.
have a stasis chamber.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go get another ender pearl.
So you do need another person to use it.
Or you
Okay,
can set it up on a timer.
I guess I can talk about it here. YB was thinking of doing a thing in the town hall, and we can probably build a little meeting room there that's like guarded.
You want to get out of my basement there?
You're kidding me.
Anyways.
You're joking.
Okay, well this place is already compromised. We haven't even been here 5 minutes.
I mean,
He has no way in.
he is no
Very
in.
least.
Oh, he'll find out a way once
He's
you're not
gone.
home, I'm sure.
Doesn't matter. I wanted to capture him anyway. Whatever. That is exactly what I was just
He's
talking
just
about.
toying with us.
I should have been standing guard. Maybe I would have gotten him. Jesus Christ. I need to stop going against my own judgment.
So yeah, that just sits there forever.
and you just close it, and
If you wanna.
don't you need a second person to do that, or?
You can set up the trapdoor with redstone. Make it timed.
That could explain why he was so hectic during the whole thing. But,
Do you
yeah.
think he properly organized the debate and sped people up based on
I
how
think
much
it-
time he thought he had left?
I mean, he was
Going
freaking out about
there-
the time.
He was, and knowing there, he plans for things. He probably used that debate to just out MBS in general.
I don't really care. It's pissing me the fuck off that there can
It's
toy with
whatever.
us so
Anyways,
easily.
If
We-
he's
I
capable of
think-
this, I have to, make it known that he's probably also capable of having invisibility. I said this, but, whatever else. And of
Every
course, I don't want
single
to
time
suggest
I
he's a
see him-
fucking follower, but,
Okay, then him and MBS are probably number one on the list right now for potential followers. just
Maybe.
because of how they're moving around, and maybe MBS, but definitely there. Anyways, I feel like we should come back to this conversation after we talk to Richie. This is just temporary for now, but I feel like next time we meet up, we should meet up in like the town hall. There's the upstairs area that we don't use, but we can make that into like a little meeting area that has a security system. No one will be able to listen in on us or anything. And I can set it up. I gave an idea to Meredith about using noise. So if anyone walks through it, it makes some noise.
It's cold in here.
Yeah, it's far underground. Well, maybe if
Yeah.
you had a shirt on, it wouldn't.
I don't have a lot of clothes.
Do you need
Just-
more clothes?
Just saying, Si. Just saying.
Honestly, kind of, but
I can make
I
you
haven't really
some.
been bothered.
I've been meaning to sew up my jacket. I can make
I
you
got
some
3
shirts.
pairs of pants, 1 t-shirt that's ripped.
I'm
and
making
1
you
jacket.
clothes. There is no argument. I'm making you clothes.
And dude, these sneakers, Jesus Christ!
I
I think
will
they've
get.
got holes in their holes.
All right.
Don't you have a whole night's uniform?
You're gonna
that
come
you
by
could
my
run?
house later today. I'm gonna get your measurements and I'm gonna make you new clothes.
Your clothes
Yeah,
are
I
over
have the
you.
Knights uniform, but I'm not gonna wear that every day.
I don't know.
Plus, if I
don't,
wear it
is
every
what I'm
day,
saying.
I'm gonna ruin it, just like I ruin all my other clothes. I mean,
I'm just saying, as one who
scientists-
doesn't have one, I would wear it.
Okay. I think we should wrap this up here, knowing there's lurking.
Yeah, I would actually
we
want to go
let's-
look for him right now.
yeah. Let's plan on meeting up to talk to Richie at some point, maybe in the next day or two. We'll talk to Rob and Ven.
I will probably talk to
separately.
Rob either tomorrow or the day after.
Same with Ven here. I can set up something with him, I'm sure. And then I think after that we can talk to Richie, or we can
I
talk
don't
to
like
Richie
this.
later.
I don't like any of this. I don't like how theirs evading us. I don't like how MBS is hidden, and I don't like how Rob disappeared during the debate. I don't like
MBS
this.
is either hidden or he really is dead because nobody can find a trace of him.
I doubt that he's dead.
I don't
People
know.
who died
Right now,
technically
Sai, we have to take some risks, and
I also think we should do that thing where we bug Asphodel, like I was mentioning yesterday.
that too, yeah, for
Bug
sure.
theirs house, bug Asphodel.
Okay,
I've already worked on it.
okay. Let's
Okay.
give it. Let's see.
I
Assign
have
ourselves.
I have a little game plan,
So-
yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, if you want to go with yours.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. JD and YB, you two go to New Evergreen and convince, Ven, maybe even Asadoni, who apparently lives over there, to help out. I know he's a bit of a newer knight, but perhaps he'd be willing to help out. I will go to San Jose, or look around outside of Marigold, and see if I can find Rob. Simon, your job, if you want to say it.
I'm looking for Rob here.
Yeah, he's gonna look for Rob here. So yeah, never scratch that. I'm just gonna solely go to San Jose. He will stay here in Marigold. I think it would be
Okay.
cool if YB and Simon team up and go to Asphodel and go bug Asphodel properly, while you and me, JD, maybe eventually we can go pay, Richie a visit together, and then go check up on Sharma and make sure the prison is up to our standards, not MBS.
Yeah, I think
Sounds
that's
fine
good.
by me.
That's a good plan.
And then we go from there, depending
Yeah.
on, Richie's acceptance or not.
All right, I'm glad we all talked about this and somewhat got our.
Are we all good on this information?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
cool with everyone listening to me, of all people?
I mean,
I just have to say it.
I don't
think
really
wanna be
care.
misconstrued.
I think as long as we have a plan, I think that's all that matters.
I don't think it
I-
matters who's
I
in
think
charge as long as
it
we
doesn't
know what we're
matter.
doing.
I don't
who's
think
in
anyone's
charge.
in charge.
Not really. It's kind of we're all just going along doing tasks. So
Fine by me.
just
the
stick
less
to the
cold
plan.
shoulders, the
Don't
better.
and okay, everyone be safe because we're all gonna be splitting up and by ourselves, and we're all also targets to the cult. So
Correct.
stay aware. If you need to bring a member of the Knights for more of the less confidential things, do so. And yeah, I think this is where we go off and start planning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will make
I'll
plans to
set
go
up
to
a
San
meeting
Jose in the
with
morning.
Ven, and I'll go set up a meeting with Ven.
Oh, I have some I have some things to do tomorrow, but Rob will be there, hopefully.
And if I find him in Sandrosa, then I'll talk to him there. If not, Simon and I will eventually meet up and we'll figure that out together.
All right. Glad we
Yep.
all were able to come to an understanding.
Yep. And then, once we're all done our individual tasks, or once you two specifically are done with New Evergreen, then you and I, JD, will go do the Sharma stuff, and then, YB Simon, go to Asphodel.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I think this
Should we,
is.
what, should we all, shake hands and go, go team or something?
No,
I gotta
I
get
think. Yeah, I'm gonna go set up some stuff with Ben because it's a different town. It takes a little bit to set that up.
Yeah, no,
But yeah.
I was mainly joking, but,
Yeah, I
best of
know.
luck and try to stay alive, guys.
I'll see you later.
Yep.
Man, I didn't know you're a fan of clay modeling.
I cannot believe
yeah.
there was following right
Little.
behind us.
I'll
And
see
then
you
I
later.
said that I wanted to watch, but
Shit. Real quick.
You fucking bastard.